This is like a massive loud spike. It's all good now. Sort of. Hopefully the quality gets a bit better. Well, hold on, let's keep that shit going. Did somebody say my name? Well, a few minutes, couple of minutes away. Nintendo Direct's about to start. Pretty exciting. Doesn't seem that they got any music playing. That's really weird. But yeah, gonna do a live reaction and review straight after. So yeah, this is it's actually a good time for me. It's at 8 o'clock in the morning compared to, you know, usual midnight, which is just, it's like, oh, why midnight? I don't want to go live at midnight or 1 AM, you know. But it is what it is. I'll be going live regardless of what time it is. But yeah, very cool. And I still got this music playing. It shit just sounds clean as hell. It's about to finish though. Keep going. Yeah, so I'll just switch camera real quick to this. Shouts to Ethan Maxwell. Like an awesome guitar shit. Yeah, so I'm just gonna be watching it on Twitch. So, yeah. Animal Crossing hype? Nah, we're not gonna get Animal Crossing, but we're definitely gonna get some exciting Smash announcements. That's for sure. Alright, that's enough of that. You'll get to hear it at the end anyway. I hope everything's working fine. I'm just gonna do a quick sound test, so ignore the feedback. Alright, that's enough of that. Yep, it's all good. No problems. Not that I can see. Oh, starting. Smash. I don't know. Luigi. I don't know if this is too loud or what. I'll turn it down a bit. Oh, this is Switch. Is this a new Luigi's Mansion? Oh! Nice! Okay, so, the shit on the 3DS wasn't pointless.
Hello everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. As you just saw, we kicked things off with a new reveal, and I'm pleased to confirm that Luigi's next spooky adventure is in development for Nintendo Switch.
Very nice.
We have a lot to say about the game, but we'll have to save that.
Probably really early in development.
Now, let's cover some upcoming games for Nintendo 3DS.
Oh yeah, 3DS. That's what everyone's looking forward to.
Gets crafty again.
Another Kirby?
The 2010 Wii game Kirby's Epic
Are you
Yarn
kidding
is
me?
warping to Nintendo 3DS.
That's ridiculous.
In Patchland, practically everything From enemies to obstacles to who knows what else.
They've really lost it with the
entirely made of
3DS.
yarn. Even robots. Somehow. And to beat courses made of yarn, you gotta use moves made of yarn. Every stage from the Wii version is making a return. And the Nintendo 3DS version is also being puffed up with some new features. When you pick up items, you can craft bigger yarn balls, or you can even conjure up some wind to rake in the beads. For a little added challenge, see if you can outrun this speed demon of a devil in devilish mode. To top it off, new minigames will give you a chance to play as some other familiar faces. Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn launches exclusively for Nintendo 3DS in 2019. Bowser Jr., destined for greatness? The Mushroom Kingdom has a bad case of the Blorbs, and the only ones who can save it are Mario, Luigi, and Bowser? It can only be Mario and Luigi Bowser's inside story.
What the hell?
There's
That's
another side
old.
to every story, even this one. Now you can go on Bowser Jr.'s journey as well.
Oh, it's just an
In his
update.
new adventure, Bowser Jr. sets off to find his own remedy for the Blorbs. But thanks to his signature selfishness, he ends up causing more problems than he cures. Better gather some allies and build up your very own army. Create your own formations, support allies with an arsenal of moves.
That's pretty
and
cool.
conquer the chaos in every action-packed battle. Is Bowser Jr. destined for glorious kingship like his papa? Mario and Luigi, Bowser's Inside Story plus Bowser Jr.'s Journey releases on Nintendo 3DS January 11th. Hunt ghosts with Luigi and a second player? While you're waiting for the
Oh,
new
sorry
game on
about
Nintendo
that.
Switch, don't forget that the original Luigi's Mansion is coming to Nintendo 3DS.
Yeah, we know. Hello.
That comedically spooky vibe that fans remember is intact, even when you're playing the new two-player mode making its debut in the Nintendo 3DS version. If you and another player each own the game, one of you can play as this even greener guy as you explore the mansion together. Or, if only one of you has the game, you can still play boss battles together in the gallery using Download Play on your Nintendo 3DS systems. Oh yeah, in Professor Egad's lab, you can tap select amiibo figures to surprising results, like revealing hidden boos, or healing Luigi when he talks to Toad. Each of the 4 compatible amiibo has a different effect.
Okay.
Luigi's Mansion will haunt Nintendo 3DS on October 12th, just in time for Halloween.
Bet that's gonna sell like shit.
Yokai Watch Blasters is out now, with even more free content coming later. Whether your allegiance is with the Red Cat Corps or the White Dog Squad,
I could not care
Yokai
less
Watch
about this.
Blasters will let you team up with friends to tackle the most action-packed battles in the series yet. Soon after launch, you'll have another way to squad up. You won't want to miss the free software update on September 27th, which adds the Moon Rabbit Crew version to the title screen. This additional content boasts new bonuses for linking save data between Red Cat Corps and White Dog Squad, as well as new missions, new areas to explore, new yokai to befriend, and new Big Boss yokai. Why, you ask? You know why. And if you don't, now's the perfect time to become a fan. Yokai Watch Blasters is out now. And don't forget about the Moon Rabbit Crew update.
They always have to have like extra
That's
shit.
all the headlines for Nintendo 3DS.
Yay! All the Switch, please.
How's it going? Well, from here, let's focus on Nintendo Switch titles. Please take a look.
Okay. What do we have?
It's Inkopolis news time.
Version 4. What is that hairdo? So, what is this? More single player shit? Not gonna lie, that music is kind of clean. More sub weapons, big ass hammer. What the hell? Spirit bomb? An ink spirit bomb. I know, right? Everyone's yelling at Goku in the chat. Oh boy. Nut.
Everyone's favorite blue robot makes his triumphant return in Mega Man 11. Marking the 30th anniversary of the iconic series, this brand new game is gunning for
This looks
greatness
pretty
on
nice.
Nintendo Switch.
I like the art
Jump,
style.
slide, and shoot through each of the colorful, challenging stages, and try to take down a gallery of deadly bosses like the formidable Bounce Man. In timeless fashion, you must defeat the 8 robot
Oh,
masters
nice. I like
and
the
get each of
costume.
their special weapons. The
Oh, that looks
technological
cool.
miracle of the new double gear system makes for a fresh take on the series' satisfying platform.
Oh, that bounce ability looks
so
great.
fast that time slows down around you. Temporarily enhance your weapons and show them who the real boss is when you need to most. Mega Man 11 also supports the Mega Man Amiibo figures. You can tap one each day to receive E-tanks and other useful in-game items.
That one on the
Mega Man
left
11 will
looks
be
so
ready to
cheap,
rock
it's not
October
funny.
2nd. Mario Tennis Aces, further refined in new update. Some popular characters are joining the roster.
What?
Adorable all-around ace, Birdo. The sharpshooting specialist, Shy Guy.
Alright, Shy Guy is awesome.
The proud high flyer, Koopa Paratroopa. And the big boss with no racket,
Oh,
Edie
nice.
Piranha. These Mushroom Kingdom greats can be acquired by playing online, and we'll keep adding more until next June. There will even be a new mode called Co-op Challenge. It'll let you participate in online co-op missions that are only available for a limited time. Complete the objectives while these missions are active, and you'll receive special outfits, characters with alternate color schemes, and more. We'll continue serving up new content for the game in the future. The version 2 update for Mario Tennis Aces will be available September
All these
19th.
updates, hey. Keeping the games alive, that's nice.
These arcade classics are back in action. Back in the day, Capcom lit up the arcades with some classic beat-em-up action games. And guess what? The good old days are back. Final Fight. The King of Dragons. Captain Commando. Knights of the Round. And Warriors of Fate are making a comeback. And so are these first-time home console releases. Armored Warriors and Battle Circuit are joining the fight for a total of 7 games. If you each have a Joy-Con controller,
Is it a
up to
single
4
game that
players
you get
can beat 'em up
everything?
together. Aspiring Bash Buddies can even
Online
take the
play, that's
fight
cool.
online this time. Pretty soon, you'll be able to play with other Capcom fans from around the world. Because Capcom Beat 'em Up Bundle will be
Oh, no.
ready for action on Nintendo eShop.
Oh,
September
eShop.
18th.
Oh, I hate download titles.
New Super Mario Bros. U is getting the deluxe treatment. Which means it's time to take down Bowser and his Koopaling invasion in the tried and true side-scroller headed to Nintendo Switch.
Are you kidding?
Mario, Luigi, and Toad are all here. And if that's not enough, Nabbit and Toadette are joining in the fun as well. Nabbit doesn't take damage from enemies, which can really come in handy. And if Toadette powers up with a Super Crown, ta-da!
Wait, what?
She transforms into Peachette. Peachette can double jump.
Are they seriously
Or return
porting
free
this?
fall and get a boost back up if she falls into a pit. Luigi's first starring role in a platforming adventure, New Super Luigi U, is getting the deluxe treatment too, and comes free of charge. A single Joy-Con controller is all a player needs.
Free of charge, that's hilarious.
Together, anytime, anywhere. New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. goes
That's
down the pipe January
ridiculous.
11th.
They're porting the very first Mario game that
Nintendo Switch
appeared
is
on the
ready
Wii
to
U.
roll.
Like,
Are you?
come on. Is this Katamari?
It can only be Katamari Damacy, remastered in HD.
Alright, that's actually...
That naughty king of all
that's
cosmos
acceptable.
Has made a mess, as he does. And now you better take control of the prince here. And roll. Just roll and roll. All over the place. And all over stuff. Until the gradually growing mass towers over buildings. The clump, or Katamari you roll, will shine on as a beautiful star in the sky. On Nintendo Switch, you can enjoy the game's new gyro controls.
That's cool.
HD Rumble, and even multiplayer battles by each using a Joy-Con controller. Roll it till you reach the stars, anytime, anywhere. Katamari Damacy Reroll will launch winter 2018.
Next, we have some more news for you. We've announced some details about Nintendo's new service called Nintendo Switch Online,
Here we go.
including the launch date. You won't have to wait long.
It's like a week,
Service
isn't
will
it?
begin September 18th.
Oh, in a few days.
We prepared a video to show you what's offered with your Nintendo Switch Online membership.
Oh, get ready for the butt hurt.
More games, more features, more fun. Nintendo Switch Online. Allow us to introduce 5 features included with your membership. Of course, you can play compatible games together online, even when you're far apart. Compete against players the world over. Or team up for some great co-op action. There are so many ways to have fun. A variety of games are supported.
I
So
want
find your
Smash so
favorites and
bad.
take them online. You can even play classic NES games, anytime, anywhere on Nintendo Switch. Get lost in the gameplay, whether you're the boss or the little monster. For multiplayer games, each player can grab a Joy-Con controller. So both of you can share in the fun.
Okay.
NES games can also be played online. As they
How
say,
many do we get,
playing
though?
together long distance makes the heart grow fonder. Look forward to a growing library of NES games.
Oh, so they keep adding stuff. Okay.
Luigi knows that no matter how careful you try to be, something unexpected can happen. Accidents Online also connects with the smartphone app.
Which nobody has. Or had and then deleted.
Voice chat with friends while playing certain games.
Voice chat. Oh, this is so funny.
Backseat players can also join in the conversation. That way everyone's having fun. The service even has the ability to enhance certain games by connecting with them, like Splatnet 2. Members will also receive special offers. What are they? We'll have more to announce in the future.
Alright, we got it. Discounts.
More games, more features, more fun. Nintendo Switch Online.
Alright, it just seems
service
pretty
begins
standard, but it's
September
cheap,
18th.
so I wouldn't complain.
Think about which plan is right for you. If your family has 2 or more accounts, you can save some money with the family membership.
Like, it costs nothing compared to Xbox Live
How's it
and
look?
PSN.
Well, we have one more thing we'd like to introduce. This Nintendo Entertainment System style controller works with NES games on Nintendo Switch. This one here is the left NES controller, and this is the right NES controller. We created them so you can play NES games like the ones you saw in the video, just like old school gamers did back in the day. Please enjoy them with Nintendo Entertainment System, Nintendo Switch Online.
Oh, they got
These
Zelda.
controllers wirelessly connect with Nintendo Switch.
I mean, I got the NES Mini, so honestly,
and you can charge them
this
by
means
simply
nothing to
attaching
me.
them to the console.
That looks so
You'll
awkward.
enjoy using these controllers to play this growing library of classic NES games. For more details about Nintendo Switch Online, please
Switch
see our
Online,
official
just
Nintendo
online play to
website.
me. There's nothing else
Now, let's get back
of
to some
real
more
note
Nintendo
worth to
Switch
me.
games.
Your partner Pokemon is amazing!
Oh, what's that?
Get ready to set off on a Kanto region adventure with your very own partner Pokemon in Pokemon
Hey,
Let's
silver
Go
coin.
Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. Today, we want to share a couple things that you and your partner can enjoy in the upcoming game. During your adventure, you'll occasionally come across
If you're
obstacles
still there,
blocking your
silver
path.
coin.
When you do,
Jump
you
back in
rely
when
on a
their
secret
stream is
technique
done.
to get past them.
I'm not
Secret
doing.
technique, or soar into the sky. Furthermore, only your partner Pikachu or Eevee can learn certain powerful moves for use in battle.
They really made it
Plus,
easy
if you
mode,
pet
didn't
your
they?
partner while your Nintendo Switch is in handheld mode, you can change your partner's hairstyle, depending on how you use the touchscreen to pet it. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee will launch on November 16th, alongside the Pokeball Plus accessory. Also, look for 2 new bundles that will include a Nintendo Switch system with Pikachu and Eevee-style Joy-Con controllers.
That's a bit too intense looking.
One of these 2
to be
Pokemon
honest.
adventures, and the Pokeball Plus accessory. The gates to the burning hells will open on Nintendo Switch. Of course, we're talking about Diablo 3.
Yeah, I
a
look
dark
forward to
fantasy
this.
adventure that may just consume your life both inside and outside the game world. From the high heavens to the burning hells, you'll explore the full story
Diablo is pretty
and the
damn
deadly
fun.
world of Sanctuary. For loot-filled bounties and rifts to randomized dungeons with even greater spoils. Play as a demon hunter, barbarian, crusader, necromancer, witch doctor, monk, or wizard, with up to 3 friends online, offline via local co-op, or on a single console couch co-op style. You can even suit up in this Nintendo Switch exclusive transmog armor fit for the King of Evil, Ganondorf. All amiibo figures are compatible, allowing you to summon a group of challenging enemies overflowing with sparkling goodies. Diablo 3 Eternal Collection invades Nintendo Switch on November 2nd. We're making this party super. We've souped up the Mario Party series with new types of gameplay on Nintendo Switch. Shake the Joy-Con controller and get your body grooving in Soundstage. Or dive into the series' first 4-player co-op mode, River Survival. Bet you've never played anything like Toad's Rec Room, which cleverly connects 2 systems. Of course, the 4-player board game mode that fans love is back and full of new features. By rolling character-specific dice blocks with alternate numberings, you can make a game-changing comeback.
You got a star.
Every last minigame is brand new, all 80 of them. For a party of 1, check out the new single-player modes. You can play through a series of minigames to complete specific tasks on Challenge Road. Compete against players around the world in the online Mariothon minigame mode, and more. The festivities begin when Super Mario Party launches October 5th.
That's not far away. Hey, that's pretty good. Look forward to
A
that.
story in a village with a secret to hide.
I missed that if it had
Game Freak
online play.
presents a brand new RPG.
What's
The
this?
story is set in a small village. Under the protection of a great castle, the settlement enjoyed lasting peace.
The characters
That
look
is,
stupid as
until
hell,
a
but
sudden appearance
I'm
of
interested.
monsters. Indeed, the entire story takes place in this one single village. Take up arms
What?
against invading monsters and strategically select from a variety of battle commands.
One village.
When the situation calls for it, enlist the aid of fellow villagers to surmount powerful threats. What secret does the
It's
village
probably not
harbor?
like a lengthy story though.
Find out when Town releases in 2019.
That's quite interesting. And it's made by Game Freak, so yeah.
Develop a city anytime, anywhere. The critically acclaimed city-building game Cities Skylines is coming to Nintendo Switch, which means there's a city in need of a new mayor. You! And
Oh,
you've
did
got
you see
the
that
real
water?
moving and shaking to do
What
if
the
you
hell?
want to improve quality of life, energize businesses, and stimulate growth. Whether
This
you're investing in roads
looks
and power lines,
awful.
public facilities, or transportation services. How this
Look
thing
at the
develops is
textures,
totally
like-
up to you. You're kind of a big deal. But in this game, sometimes
This
it's
is
the small
ridiculous. This
details
looks
that
like a
stand out
damn
most. You can watch over
Steam
every single
Greenlight
citizen's
game.
movements.
a bunch of pre-bought assets just
What's more,
dumped.
both previously released downloadable content packs After Dark and Snowfall are included in the Nintendo Switch version.
This looks
Flex your
ridiculous.
mayoral might at home or on the go when Cities Skylines launches today on Nintendo eShop.
After
A tale
dark.
of belief, blood, and steel. The moon has fallen.
This looks
Now,
good. I
the
love
world
this.
and its inhabitants are on the brink of extinction in Daemon X Machina. As a mercenary, you'll pilot a powered suit called an Arsenal, face down runaway AI. As you defeat enemies during combat, you'll acquire their weapons and parts, which you can equip on the fly. If you haul acquired weapons back to the base, they're added to your personal armory for use in future missions. Each arsenal can be equipped with multiple weapons. By changing between projectile and melee attacks, you can adapt your weaponry to the situation at hand and gain the advantage for your side of the war. At any time during battle, you can exit your arsenal to explore the field on foot. You can make enhancements to strengthen your human form, and your arsenal's abilities will be augmented as well. Up to 4 players can join forces in online co-op to take down massive bosses. Daemon X Machina launches in 2019.
Oh, no real estate. That looks so good though.
A big adventure in a miniature world of crafts. In a world made of stuff like
Crafted
boxes and
world,
paper
okay.
cups, Yoshi will leap up high.
It's not Flipping
battle enemies,
Island like
and
that
hustle
damn
on
rumor.
by. Many unusual obstacles litter the landscape. A well-placed egg could open a new pathway. You could turn the stage on its head, or flip the perspective. Explore every nook and cranny to track down hidden collectibles and make it to the goal. Along the way... Wait, what? You can play the course backwards? Guess a change in outlook really can show you a whole different side of the world. The flip side.
Oh, or
Know any
Castlevania?
Yoshis? Then pass a Joy-Con
Symphony of the
controller to
Night?
a friend.
Wingull?
There's plenty to love on all sides of this crafty world. Right, Yoshi? Yoshi's Crafted World releases in spring 2019.
Okay. 2019 seeming
Tabletop
pretty
gaming
damn
is
good.
a perfect fit for Nintendo Switch. And to prove it, Asmodee Digital, a leader in card and board games, is bringing full adaptations of best-selling tabletop games to the system. Build a medieval world in a full adaptation of the award-winning Carcassonne, complete with 3D maps, solo mode, 4-player local multiplayer, and the game's famous expansions available as paid DLC. Whether you play alone or alongside a second player, forge a powerful deck and a fellowship of 3 to face the forces of Sauron in each story-driven quest of The Lord of the Rings: The Living Card Game. Stop the spread of 4 diseases and cure them all on your own or in local 4-player
I wouldn't mind the
multiplayer
Lord of
with
the Rings
Pandemic.
game. That would
Plus,
be
it's
pretty
individually
fun.
priced DLC based on popular
'Cause I love Lord of the
expansions.
Rings.
Thanks to Asmodee, this is just the beginning for tabletop gaming on Nintendo Switch. In addition to these titles, we can also confirm that even more is on the way, including one of the most popular board games ever, Catan, and a dungeon crawler based on Steve Jackson's iconic card game, Munchkin. Stay tuned. All great creations, even nations, begin with a spark.
What the hell? What am I looking at? Civilization 6. Okay.
Hold an empire in the palm of your hands.
Never cared for
Turn
this series,
friends
but
into the Power
it's cool that
Elite
it's there.
exclusive 4-player local multiplayer. When Civilization 6 ushers in a new world on Nintendo Switch November 16th. Don't get too cocky, Star Fox. Playtime is over in Starlink. This interplanetary adventure will push you and Fox McCloud to your limits.
Starlink
Let's
looks
be
actually
honest.
really good.
You guys need all the help you can get.
I didn't get time to play it at
Falco
E3.
and Slippy will provide much-needed backup in the new Nintendo Switch exclusive missions found only in Starlink Battle for Atlas.
Star Fox, form up on me.
Falco here. I got you covered.
It's time to lock on, do a barrel roll, and save the Atlas star system, no matter who threatens to stop you.
And they go wolf.
Never thought I'd miss the food on Corneria.
Mix and match parts on your own R-Wing when Starlink Battle for Atlas takes flight October 16th.
I really hope you don't have to buy the toys for that.
2 more great RPGs are coming to Nintendo Switch this fall. The World Ends With You Final Remix features an all-new story segment called A New Day, which contains a remixed map of Shibuya, so you'll really have to scramble to escape the area, or face erasure. New monsters will appear as well, and so will the Reaper, Coco. The World Ends With You Final Remix launches October 12th.
Xenoblade, they're saying it's a
Before
new
then,
RPG.
Guide a group of legendary warriors on a journey through the tragic history that doomed a kingdom and drove a hero down a dark path 500 years before the events of the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 game. Defend yourself from Malos and his forces using all the fury of this refined battle system, allowing you to fight as both the artificial life forms known as blades and their masters, the drivers. Newcomers will have the perfect place to start when Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torna, the Golden Country launches September 21st. Owners of the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 expansion pass can download this new content tomorrow. That's a week early.
Oh, nice.
There's tons in store on Nintendo Switch, and even more in store for the future. Join more than 38 million players for free-to-play co-op space ninja
Warframe.
action when
Look at
Warframe
that
launches
frame rate.
November 20th.
That looks so
Get down to Camila
bad.
Cabello, Bruno Mars, Cardi B, and more anytime, anywhere in Just Dance 2019 on October 23rd. FIFA 19 is fast approaching, and you can pre-purchase it on Nintendo eShop
Who
tomorrow.
cares?
It's the ball when
It's
it
so
launches
shit.
September 28th. Speaking of fast, race as a team and win as a team in Team Sonic Racing, launching this winter. The highest-rated basketball simulation franchise is back. NBA 2K19 is available now on Nintendo Switch. And get ready to jam in the
Sell
sequel
out.
to the smash
Sell
hit
out
NBA
NBA.
arcade game, NBA 2K Playgrounds 2, coming this fall. Play as the Joker, Harley, Lex Luthor, and the rest of the best of the worst.
What's
in the
Lex
all-new
Lu-
Lego
what the hell's
DC
Lex
Superheroes
Luthor gonna
on
do?
October 16th. Final Fantasy comes to Nintendo Switch. Kupo!
What? Crystal Chronicles.
15 years after its debut, the co-op action RPG Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles is being remastered.
Is this
for
game any
Nintendo
good?
Switch. With the new online multiplayer mode, you and your friends can connect and adventure together. No link cable required. On top of that, there are new areas inside dungeons, so even returning fans can explore the unknown. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered Edition will launch in 2019.
I wouldn't mind getting
Way
that.
before then,
Yeah, this looks
players can experience
ridiculous.
The entire world and
Look how
story of the latest
stupid
entry
their
in the core
faces
series.
look.
That's right. Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition HD launches later today on Nintendo eShop at an introductory
Pocket
price.
Edition. That's so dumb looking.
A leveled up version of World of Final Fantasy is also on the way. This title includes a new feature called Avatar
And
Time.
this game just looks
It
embarrassing.
allows you to transform into legendary characters from across
Fucking
the series'
big
storied
ass
history.
head, no body.
Many fan favorites will show up in the world of Final Fantasy Maxima when it releases on November 6th. In addition, more Chocobo's Dungeon is on the way. 2007's Final Fantasy Fables Chocobo's Dungeon returns in superior fashion. Now,
Yeah, that
you
looks-
can befriend all the monsters.
Because I love
Also,
Pokemon Mystery
by
Dungeon,
sharing
I think
Joy-Con
this game
controllers,
is...
you can play
this game looks
cooperatively
fun.
as well. Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon Everybody launches this winter.
Everybody? Are you kidding?
Final Fantasy XII is coming to a Nintendo system for the first
Oh,
time.
really?
Its real-time battle system is a
Damn,
standout
now
in
I
the
wish I
series,
didn't get it on
offering the
bloody
ultimate in
PS4.
both freedom and strategy. This remaster comes loaded with a host of extra features,
I'm
including
considering
a speed
selling
mode
my
that lets
copy
you
just
pick
to
up
get
the
this
pace
on
of your
Switch.
adventure. There's much to discover in the expansive world of Evilus, and now you can explore it on the couch or on the go. Final Fantasy XII: The Zodiac Age launches in 2019.
Oh, it's so far away.
Which reminds me, later on, you'll also be able to enjoy these other classics
What?
and their iconic scenes anytime, anywhere. Final Fantasy VII, 9, and
9,
10,
10.
10.2 HD Remaster are coming to Nintendo Switch in 2019.
Oh, nice.
Here's a bundle for the ultimate fan. If you love the Super Smash Bros. Series, check this thing out. A hardware bundle for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is on the way.
That's gonna sell like hotcakes.
This specially designed dock features fighters from the original Super Smash Bros. Game. And of course, the set also includes a download code for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. There's no better way to show your love for the game.
Well, then to have a digital copy.
And the set also packs in something you'll want to get your hands on. These Joy-Con controllers sport a new design as well.
Oh my
This
god,
Super
it's
Smash
so
Bros.
basic.
Ultimate bundle for Nintendo
It's so
Switch will
basic
launch November
looking.
2nd. You can pre-order the special bundle later today. November 2nd is also the day you can get your own GameCube controller adapter in GameCube Controller Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Edition while supplies last.
Yeah, I might need to get that.
That's all the headlines for Nintendo Switch.
Anything else?
Still going well? Thank you all for watching. We have a bit more to show you,
Bit
so
more?
please stick around until the very end.
What is this? It's gonna be another Smash thing, isn't it? Yes! I was right! Not actual gameplay footage, but what? Is it an actual full-blown Animal Crossing? Oh, what? I thought this was a new animal. Ah. Who cares about Isabelle? Oh, that frustrates me. No. Who was asking for Isabelle? That better not be the last thing. Oh my god, just a kick in the face to Animal Crossing fans. Hello. Don't tell me Tom Nook's in the game too. What the hell? Is this the Animal Crossing game? That's it? Just the title? I know, at least we know what's happening, hello. They didn't just show Isabelle and then just cut it off. I think that's it. I believe, yeah, okay. Rightio. Title screen. Oh my word. Oh, what the hell? Okay, there's a lot to talk about. There is a lot to talk about. And, of course, anyone who's joining, be sure to call the show. I'd love to hear your live opinions as opposed to just reading the chat. It's a lot more interactive, and yeah. But, actually, I think that went on a bit longer than expected, to be honest. But yeah, biggest highlights is, I guess, Animal Crossing confirmed for the Nintendo Switch, and that's really good. We didn't hear any Metroid news. I think that's kind of expected because, you know, that game is they're really working hard in that game, and I don't think it's ready to be shown at all. But yeah, I'm going to keep checking Discord because I don't want to miss anyone. But that was, I would say it's a fairly solid direct. I mean, a lot of it is stuff we already know. But another big highlight was Luigi's Mansion 3. I don't think no one else was really expecting Luigi's Mansion 3. Honestly, I thought they were just porting the first Luigi's Mansion to 3DS and then just leaving it at that. But no, okay, so I thought they were just going to ignore the Switch for Luigi's Mansion, and then, nah, I was wrong. So that's really good. A lot of updates for games. It's kind of good to see Nintendo, like, supporting their games fully for an extended period of time. That's really nice to see. I'm glad they got rid of the 3DS stuff out the way early. Nothing I saw on 3DS was of interest at all to me. I thought the 3DS stuff was just completely boring. And the 3DS is kind of dead. They deleted another exclusive of the Wii U. They put Mario Bros. U and Luigi's Super Luigi U on Switch, which is kind of ridiculous if you think about it. It's literally the first Wii U game that came out, one of the first launch titles that came out. You can't tell me that, you know, 6 years later, 7 years later, I think it's 6 years, you're just gonna port it to the Switch. It's pretty lazy and silly, to be honest, and I don't think anyone's gonna buy it because no one wants to replay the game. Everyone who wanted the game has the game, to be honest. And I'll be surprised if that game sells 1 million or more, to be honest. Like, it doesn't seem very appealing to anybody. No matter how hardcore of a Nintendo fan you are, that's just how it is. And that's just how I see it. Yeah, I'll tell you what, that I thought they were really going to troll us with Isabelle there. First of all, this it's so ridiculous. There was such a setup as well. I don't know how to react. I honestly don't know how to react to the Isabelle thing. first of all, she's an exact clone, pretty much a clone to the villager. And not only that, who cares about Isabelle? Like, they said, oh, they want me in Smash. Who wants you in Smash? Bloody Sakurai? I don't think Sakurai wants you in Smash. But then again, it's a clone character. You don't have to work that much on it. Yeah, they could have really trolled me there. But they didn't. They ended up bringing Tom Nook to say, blah, 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 we're working on Animal Crossing. I think they brought that up just to stop people being disappointed with the troll. But yeah, I predicted Animal Crossing to be announced, and it happened. Yeah, they couldn't have showed it at E3 because it's got Metroid Prime 4 syndrome, where it's just show the title and get out of there. Pretty much. It's almost like a shut up Nintendo fans, we're doing it. But yeah, I'm happy that it's just I'm happy that Animal Crossing is happening. It's just happening on the Switch. So yeah, I don't care how long to wait. It's gonna happen, and that's another great exclusive that's coming to the system. And it's just perfect for the Switch. The Switch is the most social gaming platform now that exists. And having Animal Crossing, which is a very social game, I think it works out really well. So I can't wait to get into Animal Crossing. Doing like daily stuff on the Switch would be really great, especially people taking their Switch to work and that. Like, you can't go wrong. So yeah, but definitely big highlights. They didn't show Smash like at all. Like, I need to sort of go back a little bit and see what happened because I talked over what's it called, Mario Party, and I didn't see. I'm not going to go back and check right now, but I didn't see if it had online play, and I don't think it does. They sort of went over that, and if I'm wrong, good. But for now, I probably will not. I'll get it, but it has to be cheap. I can't get it at full price if it's got no online play. Mario Party, in this day and age, needs online play because couch co-op just really isn't a realistic thing anymore. It's just not a thing that happens. I mean, I can organize it, but the thing is, you have to have a select group of Nintendo fans who actually want to play Mario Party. I mean, it's hard to get people to even finish a whole board of Mario Party, let alone, trying to, like, because you need how many people to play? Like 2 or 3, and then you have to get the computer to play, and then it's like, it's a big mess. You need online play. And Mario Party has always been a big mess. Because it's just, you lack people to play with. But, yeah, I'm willing to have a wait and see how things go. But yeah, I do want to get the game when it gets cheaper or bargain bin, whatever. I do want to play the game because it's Mario Party. I like Mario Party and I can't wait to play it. But I'm not going to run to the store to get it, okay? There's plenty of other games I'd probably rather play. I mean, I need to be really bored to play Mario Party. That's how it is. That's how I feel about that. I'm going to quickly check if there's like if someone's already like done a list of stuff announced. Nintendo Direct. I suck at computer. It's a bit early because it just finished. But, I mean, I'm pretty sure I can remember all the noteworthy stuff. The Splatoon update looks completely pointless. That looks really boring, to be honest. It just looks like, oh, they have new sub-weapons. Look out. Anyone who consistently plays Splatoon 2, which I don't think there's that many people. There might be a select few of people who actually still play Splatoon 2. I didn't play it as much as the first Splatoon, but that just could be me worn out on the game from the first one. But online shooters has never been my thing, and I could not get into that long term, but I enjoyed it for what it was. I most likely won't be downloading the update because I honestly have no inspiration to play the game at the moment or any time in the near future, you know? What else? Okay. I'm trying to think. The Final Fantasy announcements. That was quite a surprise, actually. Crystal Chronicles, I've not played the game. I don't know what it's about, really. But apparently it's an action RPG, so... the gameplay looks kind of interesting. It's a remake or a remaster. It looks like more of a remaster than a remake. The full online play, so that's really cool. I'm going to be grabbing that. Final Fantasy 12 Zodiac Age. I have it on PlayStation 4. I never played it, but I'd rather play it on Switch. So I think I'm going to sell my copy and go to Switch version. I don't know why. I don't know how I feel that. I just like playing shit on Switch. It just feels good. Another thing, the Final Fantasy VII, a PlayStation game, and it went to Steam because, you know, Final Fantasy, Square Enix like to just shove things on Steam, really, like, bad ports. This could be a bad port on the Switch, too. Final Fantasy 7 and 9, two PlayStation games originally, and mostly always have been, coming to a Nintendo system. That's really cool. An incentive to play it is it's on the Switch. You can play it any way you want. RPGs are things you want to sort of grind a little bit maybe while you're out somewhere. Now, what I'm confused about, why couldn't they put Final Fantasy 8 on it? I'd personally rather play 8 than 9, but I have both games. I got 7. I own 2 copies of 7 because it's just one of those games that you just buy multiple times. Final Fantasy 7's amazing. I would have liked to play Final Fantasy 8, but I have it on Steam, so I have access to the game. Final Fantasy 9, I've not touched ever. I don't even think it's like considered like a really good Final Fantasy game, but I guess I'll get it if it ever gets cheap. The thing is, the problem is about it. Hold on. The problem with it is they're digital downloads, and I know, well, they're not going to put old ass games on a physical copy, you know? Why would they do that? That's fair enough. But the thing is, I despise getting digital games. It just hurts me. It hurts me inside as a gamer who's been gaming my whole life, and I've been getting physical copies my whole life. That's just how I am. I've never adapted to the, you know, buying digital games thing. Only recently I've been playing like digital stuff because I know I don't know how long I've had my gaming PC for maybe, I don't know, 4 months maybe now. I've experienced a lot of PC games, and that's been a great experience. I mean, if you're on your computer every single day, it's totally worth getting a powerful computer. I'll tell you what, it is really nice. Another thing, I'm trying to think of, like, there wasn't too many like big highlights. There was a lot of small announcements. I'm surprised there wasn't like any big Smash Bros announcements or anything showcased at all. I thought they were going to show some new features or something, but I guess, you know, they always have separate Smash Bros directs, and that's fair enough. They're going to save stuff for that. But like, seriously, Isabelle, like, No one's asking for... I'm not going to go over Isabelle again, but that was just so ridiculous. Anyway, Isabelle. I can't get over it, seriously. I kind of missed out on what the Pokemon announcement was. If I can just find the direct again. Because I kind of skipped over the whole Pokemon thing. All I know, but it's kind of stuff we already know. They showed it in Japan, and people already analyzed it. So, from what I saw, it was the same, and nothing new was really announced. If you're a hardcore Pokemon fan, you know what the hell's going on already. Pretty much, Eevee and Pikachu make the game easy mode. They can use pretty much any move. They can gift Pokemon any move they want. I mean, hell, you can probably use a fire-type move as Bulbasaur. It's gotten to the point where it's so easy mode that you have to artificially increase the difficulty yourself just to have some sort of challenge. It's gotten to that point, and it's pretty damn bad. Pokemon is way too easy now. It's always been an easy series. It hasn't been too difficult. I mean, if you grind enough, yeah. And the grind has always been really bad. It used to be really bad in Pokemon. The grind is so much better now. You don't have to grind at all. I do respect that. But, like, seriously, giving Eevee and Pikachu, like, moves that can beat any Pokemon in the series. And they got a massive stat buff, which I respect. That could change them in the metagame, the competitive metagame. But yeah, like, oh, they gave Pikachu double kick so early on in the game, just so you can beat Onix early on. Which I think is ridiculous. Even though they make you get a grass and water type, there's no water types available, which is kind of silly. But they make you get a grass type just to be able to fight the gym leader. And it screams like, oh my god, really? And I know they want to push the whole, okay, you got to catch everything you possibly can. I understand that, but like they need to do something for the hardcore Pokemon fans, because it's getting, as much as you know it's a kid game, but it's getting a bit too kiddie at this point. Like, how much can they really hold your hand at that point? You know, they need to add like a hardcore. They can't use that word, but they need to have like some sort of hardcore mode, or apocalypse mode or something, because the Pokemon fans, and artificially, you might argue that, well, just play Nuzlocke or something. It's not the same when you're artificially enhancing difficulty of games. It's not fun. I'd rather play games. I'd rather build my teams in that to the fullest extent because of how challenging the game is, if I want to make my team OP, I want the game to be actually challenging enough to use my Pokemon to their fullest extent, And that goes with any game. That's not, because I always, unless it's, not ridiculous, where it's impossible, I always play games on the hardest difficulty because I like to build my characters or whatever to their highest potential and take on the biggest challenges. And that's what I find fun. I find challenges a lot more fun. That's why I like playing Dark Souls and that. It's incredibly challenging, and it's all depending on how you build your character. And when you finally beat a certain boss or something, it's incredibly rewarding and makes it worth it. But when you're just plowing through the game, it's like, well, is there even a point why you're playing it? I'm going to be playing it regardless. I mean, I'm a Pokemon fan, and I had an amazing time. Even how short it was at E3 using the Pokeball Plus, that was really cool. But yeah, the game looks great, but like, enough with the hand holding. Like, you got to give the hardcore Pokemon fans something they want, It's a bit tiring to talk about Pokemon, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, Yoshi. Yoshi looks pretty decent. It's nothing like groundbreaking or anything. It looks very much like Woolly World, but new. It's not too much emphasis on wool and stuff. It's more of like a cardboard, just arts and crafts sort of environment. It looks really good, and they have the whole flippy dippy, flip the whole level upside down like Castlevania Symphony of the Night, which you should play. So you can play the levels backwards, and I assume they have extra difficulty at that point. But yeah, they pretty much added half the content by just making the levels in of itself, and that's really creative and well done in my opinion. So I think that's an excellent feature that should be done more often. Like, you have to be really creative to be able to flip the whole level upside down and create a whole new level out of it. That's something I find brilliant. If you play Symphony of the Night, like, you'll just be gobsmacked how they did it. Making the castle flip. I mean, it's spoilers, but the game is old as hell, so screw you if you're not happy about that spoilers. But it's a secret alternative second half of the game. You can easily skip it unless you look up a guide. And if you miss the whole castle flipped upside down, you're missing the best content of the game. It's not necessarily going to be the same case with Yoshi's crafted world. Most likely the normal levels are going to be the meat and potatoes of the game. The flipped levels probably going to be nice bonus. Extra fun. It's not going to make the game like 10 times better or twice as better, It's not going to make up like 60% of the content like Symphony of the Night. But yeah, it looks really decent. I'm happy with what they're doing with Yoshi's Crafted World. I remember that stupid rumor where it was called Yoshi's Flipping World for E3 on the rumor card. That was so stupid. I'm really surprised we didn't see anything from Smash. That was a really big surprise to me. I thought we were going to see something at the end. Isbell was not enough. So silly. Another Final Fantasy thing was the Chocobo Mystery Dungeon. So, as much as I love Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Pokemon's my favorite franchise, so I'm gonna love anything Pokemon really, no matter how ridiculous or obscure it is, like Hey You Pikachu or something. Chocobo Mystery Dungeon is gonna be good because I love Final Fantasy, and I think I like the Mystery Dungeon gameplay, and that's going to work out really well, and I can't wait to play that. So I'll probably be picking that up. I'm having a hard time remembering everything. I'm just going to at least remember everything of note worth, and I've pretty much gone over everything of note worth. I thought Xenoblade, they've mentioned that like the Torn of the Golden Age, I think that's what it's called. The Golden Country, sorry. They're saying it's a new RPG or something. It's silly. It's not much of an expansion, from what I can see. But I thought honestly, I thought Golden Country was out already. Xenoblade is like one of my favorite games next to Zelda on the Switch. And the thing about it, I don't at the moment have inspiration to play it. If I want to play Torna Golden Country, I want to play through Xenoblade again, and on my second playthrough. I mean, my first playthrough I had like around 300 hours, so like it already has like a stupid amount of content. But I'm not going to whip out the game just to play the expansion. I would want to experience the whole game over again and then do the expansion. Just to go back on the whole Mario Bros. U port, that game, I'm not saying it's bad to port games or anything. I'm saying, like, why that game? I think a game that deserves a port is Xenoblade X. That game is definitely something that you can enjoy out and about. And it has online features, so it can, eventually it might, the online features might die, which are fairly important in the late. Okay, they're not really important. They're important for grinding, but you can definitely grind without it. But it's something that could, there could be really nice updates for Xenoblade Chronicles X, and they can definitely add some extra content or whatever to flesh out the end of the story and that. But I believe they have to be working on Xenoblade X2. Like, it's just something that has to be happening. I know From Software. Did I just From Software? Monolith Soft. They're working on like a medieval type of game at the moment, which we know nothing about, but the female protagonist looks really badass. We only saw like one concept art of a female protagonist, and she looks badass as hell. So that's who knows? They could be splitting up the Monolith Soft team to be working on the new medieval style action RPG, and they could have the other team that works on Xenoblade Chronicles X. It's just, they're a pretty big company now, Monolith Soft. And who knows what they could be working on? But whatever they're working on, it looks like they really are on top of things. And you might think that Xenoblade Chronicles 2, the game felt rushed because they announced it so early, and it came out on the first year. It came out on the first year that this Switch was out. Surprisingly, because it's a big RPG, and the game, it came out with so much content. It had so much going with it for it, and I'm surprised. Like, you just surprised how much Monolith Soft can pull out their ass and make it golden. They can shit in their hand and it'll be absolutely golden right there. I love Monolith Soft. They're such amazing RPG developers. I just can't wait to see what they have next in store. Don't care what it is, it's going to be good. As long as it's not chibi. I hate chibi shit. They do that with Final Fantasy all the time. I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to get into shitting on fucking Square Enix and their shit. But I love Square Enix. They did an amazing job with Octopath Traveler with that small development team. Game is brilliant. I've been enjoying 3 RPGs on my break from YouTube for the past 2 months. I believe it was 2 months. I played the hell out of Octopath Traveler, and then I no-lifed World of Warcraft. First time playing World of Warcraft, and I'm pretty much hardcore into it, and I play it sort of on a daily basis now. World of Warcraft is, I always thought, pay-to-play games, it's totally not worth it. But this game has a lot to offer. And there is ways around. You don't have to pay every single month. There are ways to get to play the game, if you look into it hard enough. I'm currently in the middle. I'm about 30, almost 40 hours into Dragon Quest 11, and I'm having an absolute blast with that. And there's just a lot more hours to be had with the game, and Dragon Quest 11 is freaking great. You have to get it if it comes to the Switch or whatever. If you do not have it already, definitely play Dragon Quest 11. That is a video game right there. Honestly, I think it's going to get cancelled on Switch. Like, they haven't said anything about it. I haven't talked at all about Nintendo Switch Online. Features seem pretty lackluster, but that's okay to me. It's a cheap price. The price is very, very cheap. I mean, you're only paying, it's like, what, $30 a year? That's nothing. That is absolutely nothing compared to Microsoft, Sony, who charge you like, what, $50 or something a year? No, not $50 a month. Do you know how ridiculous that is? And They find so many ways to make you buy it. It's ridiculous. If you look into it hard enough, it's a very non-user friendly business model. And Nintendo are doing it in a very subtle way to have a little bit of revenue. You know, it's fine. You know, online it's $30 US a year, which is fine. It might be $40 for me because exchange rates, whatever, blah blah blah. It's really nothing. One-time fee a year. That's really not something to be worried about. I mean, yeah, you can be worried about cloud saves. The only reason you'll be worried about cloud saves is because there's no way to manually back up your saves, which I think is an absolute crime. That should have been the absolute priority for the Switch memory. Having manual backup saves is something that I find is really important for a console. One of the most important things, and it's not present on the Switch. And they're saying, okay, that's okay, but you got cloud saves. It's only available for like not a few games, not very many games. And you'd want it for big RPGs or something because you have so many hours put into those games, you know? Any games with a bunch of collectibles like Splatoon, because you can invest a lot of time into Splatoon, you know? And that does not have cloud save. So your Switch breaks, Splatoon data, gone. So that's a big problem. That is something Nintendo need to fix. They need to fix manual saves. And if they do that, then cloud saving is just not an issue at all. So you're just gonna have to be really careful with your Switch. That's all I can tell you. In terms of NES games, I have the Nintendo Mini, NES Mini. That has the best NES games available, most of them. And the thing about them is, you know, on the online, they have online play available to it. So that is something I can absolutely respect. I respect the hell out of that. But the thing is, they're incredibly outdated games. They're incredibly outdated, and I can't see a lot of people even playing them or being online at the same time to play them. Quite situational. However you perceive that is fine. The thing is, but anywhere you go, you have access. As long as you have the subscription, you have access to the full library of NES games. And they're going to keep adding more and more and more. So, it's a nice incentive. It's just an extra thing to have. No free games monthly, no big deal. Free games monthly have never really been that good on Xbox and PlayStation. Very few times where you get a good game. At the moment, you don't get good games with them. I don't buy PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live anymore because I don't play those games online. I pretty much only play Nintendo games and PC games online. So, that's... yeah, I don't know however you think about it. The way I think about it is you pay a subscription one time a year to play your games online. Very cheap, no big deal. And Nintendo just need to fix their manual save backups. That's all they need to do. And I'm pretty sure that's not hard to do in a firmware update. You know what I mean? So I've gone over that. That's my opinion on Nintendo Online, which will be happening in a few days. I guess I'll be buying it whenever I feel like playing a game online, which I don't often do. It's not probably the next time I'll be playing a game online is when Pokemon drops. Yeah. So I guess when does Pokemon come out? November? Yeah. So I guess November is when I'll be buying it. Unless I magically want to play Mario Kart. I can ignore like those online type of games that you can just pick up anytime, you know. Oh, I really hope I haven't forgotten anything important. Important to me, at least. I don't know. A lot of we didn't see anything about Wargroove, but the thing about Wargroove, remember when that game used to be an exclusive and then they changed it to Steam as well? Oh, I was so disappointed when I heard about that. But Wargroove, if you're unaware, it's like an Advanced Wars type of medieval game. That game looks really good, but it's still in development. I'm gonna kick myself in the foot if I forget anything important, but I believe I've gone over everything. Anyway, but I think I might leave it off there. I'm getting a bit hungry, so might go eat something. But whatever you do, be sure to subscribe if you want any more videos like this. Share the video, that is incredibly important. Follow me on Twitter if you want to hear anything from me, any channel updates, any opinions on things that's going on in any industry. I can't think of anything else to say. Take off your pants and start dancing around while holding your ears. Some shit like that.